Hi guys. So today I'm doing another pick a card. Today it's about what are your gifts in this life. So I'm gonna just go straight into it. Got pile one, and I've got the image right here on my phone. So all art is made by me, and this was on my iPad when I first got it on a Procreate during COVID, like COVID-19, and it was all intuitive art where I was just doing shapes, like bits of color, and like an image would form. So, right, with this one, what do we see? Do we feel? I feel ancestral, honestly, with this one. I know it's gifts in this life. This feels a very deep connection with ancestral, with spirit, with the higher self. Could have like a really open third eye. It could be an essence of someone that becomes spiritual awakened through suffering, through traumatic events that happened, whether something happened by surprise or like a tower moment, through grief, through losing someone, maybe, with them looking like tears, through a generational. Curse came up, but I don't really like the word curse. Through a pattern, facing a pattern. And I feel like it could be with if you're a person of color. Ooh, I've got a little fly. All right. Could be like with the, colonization of your culture. And with the fly just coming in when I was talking about it, I kind of just feel like with a fly, going around food that's kind of seeing like food that's gone moldy or like dead bodies or like death, like animals even, like maybe like animal rituals, offerings, should I say. Maybe someone that's really connected to leaving offerings, that really respects food, um, like from plants to animals, that says thank you, which a lot in like the Western culture we don't appreciate or know where, the food we're eating, where it's from. So it could be like an indigenous energy here, or someone that really cares about what they're eating. I'm hearing as well has to care, maybe like sensitive stomach for someone here. I feel like that was like us talking about how we are what we eat and feeling the suffering of an animal. Like the energy of like if the animal was neglected and all that when they were in the farm. Yeah, feeling like connected. Mm, anything else, spirit? Could have had like visions or seeing things like seeing spirits, seeing colors, seeing things in the dark, seeing shapes, figures, seeing through people, telling like can tell a lie. I can tell when someone's lying intuitively or who's genuine and who's not. Seeing through others. Also, someone could have like suffered with mental illness or is currently could hear even voices, maybe went through like the suffering of feel like you're going through, a spiritual awakening, but it also being a mental challenge, or a lot of other people feel like you're going insane, and even the fly around me just keeps going up front. And as well, it's like when I started as well, I've had people walk past, and I haven't had people walk past all day. And it's like an observation, where it's like seeing through people and then seeing people through the window where I am. And then we've got the fly. Mm, anything else from this image? Yeah, I think that's all. I think with like the colours and the pinks, I just feel like someone who's very in tune emotionally or like open heart, and it may be through, harsher things that happened, that opening up the heart, or like so much joy that you cry. There's like kind of see a flower coming out of the eye as well, like seeing beauty in everything, all things, in things that are not quite what we perceive as pretty, like maybe it's ugly, like we know with the fly. I'm thinking of like the axis of Scorpio and Taurus with like beauty and Venus, and then you've got Pluto, it's more like the ugly side, your death, rebirth, all them things. So I'm gonna begin with the tarot. So what gifts do Pile have one in this life? What gifts do they have? Ooh, they came shooting up. So what gifts do Pile one have? Okay. And we've got some oracle cards. What gifts do Pile one have? Gifts do Pile one have? Gifts do Pile one have? What gifts do Pile one have? Okay, so first of all, Three of Wands, Three of Fire. We've got take a deep breath. Laugh at the voice in your head, too much energy in your mind. Balance body and spirit. We've got the Two of Cups, but actually come out sideways. With You Have a Heart of Gold. It's a superpower. Then we've got the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Earth. With I Am Love, I Am Loved. With the Four of Air, the Four of Swords. Clarified by the Two of Wands in the Oracle. And it says astral travel, lucid dreams, another world. Sleep is for the weak. So what are Pile One's gifts in this life? I feel a deep connection with your intuitive gifts of knowing or visions. coming back to the eye as well, like you see the future. Could be someone that literally sees images or in your that you may perceive as your imagination when you're daydreaming and you're feeling into where you'll be in the future. It's very connected to your future of how do I say it, of what actually is happening, what actually is going to go on. And you're very directed by your future. You may be doing this like not even aware of that. You're very connected to where you will be, who you're becoming, because you see the picture in your head and you're taking decisive actions that align you with that. Maybe even see it in your dreams. And if you have like a big goal, you may have felt it for years, for a long time. You've got it clarified by take a deep breath. So with it as being a gift, it's like grounding dreams into life, like manifesting into the physical life with the balance of body and spirit. It's like an action, like an energy of taking action on the dreams and thoughts and feelings that you have, not leaving it all up to being imagination. When you get these downloads, when you perceive them, you take action through them. So you're aligned with creating the future because you don't stall, you don't doubt, or if you do, it's temporary. Like you're an energy of going after the Three of Wands. Yeah, of taking action. But you also could be someone that does have a lot of thoughts, but it's like a lot of ideas, a lot of different paths to take. But it feels like, in many things that you can create a legacy with, like that fulfill you. Like there's not just one path, maybe three things that you really want to create with the take a deep breath 3 times and you got the Three of Wands. We've got two twos as well, and a 4 and a 10. Yeah, you may have this ability like more easier than others with meditation, with not taking so much, how would I say it? You don't let it get in the way when you have doubts. I feel like it's energy, it's laughing at the voice in your head, laughing when it's trying to drag you down, getting really self-critical of yourself and where you're going. Like being playful with your thoughts and your space, like the mind and the body, with spirit as well. I kind of just felt as well like spirit may send you like curveballs to like joke around with you that feel funny to you, like when it happens that you just laugh. You don't take it so seriously that you kind of just laugh along with spirit and yourself. when it's not like going the way that you initially like maybe have planned or thought it would, and it goes a different way, but you go along with it and laugh at yourself if you find yourself taking it too seriously. So with the Two of Cups, we've got it sideways with the other Heart of Gold. It's a superpower. Yeah. Yeah. With this energy, I think a quote's coming to mind, but I can't get all the words out. It's like, uh, within, uh, I can't, like, yeah, it's like my brain is like, it's kind of like a mirror I'm kind of seeing of like your inside to the outside world. Yeah, that's annoying me. I can't, spirit, what is that? Yeah, that's just gone. It's probably come later. Your intentions are pure. But like, yeah, it feels like a very pure in the sense. Like, there's not this. How would I say it? It's like it's a bit overwhelming. Like, I feel like my hands are like tingling with Reiki right now. Maybe you need to take a deep breath, like right now, or kind of feel like, yeah, I feel it in my hands. So your hands may be really significant for someone that does Reiki or like makes things with their hands. So I feel like they're on fire. Like, hmm, what are the gifts in this life, spirit? Yeah, I feel like someone with really good, like pure intentions. In pure in the sense of I'm seeing like clear water. There's no other alternative motive that you have, like to hurt others or to be or feeling above others or wanting to be more like on a pedestal of or like if you come across this energy like the ego, you really recognize it in yourself very easily or in others. You know, like we have people that identify being with like spiritual gurus and all that stuff. You may be someone that is really good at identifying these people that are fake in the sense where they don't see themselves as equal to others, where they see themselves above others, that they're not generally trying to help people, they're doing it for in their own means. And maybe they haven't done the work that, some people just go straight into spirituality and without any practice, just like a bit of, yeah, yeah, you maybe like distrustful of kind of feel like putting all your eggs in one basket. Like with maybe one practice. You could be someone that loves to like try many things or like be open to all different perspectives, like different spiritualities, and like this energy of like all coming together as a whole, not as an individual person or an individual idea. And I feel this energy of like with the Four of Swords, and then we've got the Two of Wands, and it talks about lucid dreams here. Could be very connected in your dream state with your higher self, with messages, or even in meditation. Could be someone that's astral traveled or currently does it. Or even with like plant medicines, like medicine journeys. But it feels very solo, like a solo energy of exploration. So underneath the bottom, we've got the Four of Swords to the Magician. We've got the Hierophant, we've got the Tower, the Star, we've got the King of there, and the Queen of there. Wow. I'm hearing like self-starter. Again, with the Tower card there, like through a breakthrough, like something that was uncontrollable to you, that changed the direction of your life, could have been something that more difficult, required you to go in this state of healing and healing yourself, like in this way, how you perceive the world and perceive yourself, to stand up for yourself, for others. Could be like, again, with someone that's a minority in some group sense, or like something like women rights I hear as well, like trans, like queer, like black people, black trans people, thinking of children as well, like in all types of abuse you can experience. Become someone really strong and vocal, or you're becoming this. Like this whole journey was to open up your chakra, like your throat chakra, I feel like all the chakras, but in the sense of opening up your voice channel. Maybe you're someone in the past who actually was very, like, you looked for others to tell you what to do, you looked for others' ideas about the world to follow instead of following your own. And it's like an undoing of always following other people's ideas. And then it was actually exploring all these ideas and creating your own perspective that feels more aligned with you, or it's a new way that you come up with. Maybe someone that was very shy or not very confident and dealt with like anxiety, needed help grounding with the confidence as well to become this person that creates their own method, or maybe art, like creative projects. But it was through a journey of self-discovery, self-mastery, self-love. If you were someone like in the beginning with it, the Two of Cups coming in reverse, who didn't really love themselves or struggled to love themselves, it's been on that journey to really love you and love others. But the deeper that you went to love yourself, now you love others too. Mm. And I feel like with the Ten of Pentacles as well, with the whole world, like the whole world opened up to you, is open to you. You see others differently because you see yourself differently, you're placing the world differently. And I feel like it's as well like seeing a vision of the world, of world peace, of seeing the how it works, like from behind the scenes, like with dreams or visions that you've had, of how we project our thoughts and beliefs into the world and how it's a collective thing, not just a solo thing. Although it's great that we all face our own, but we all have a collective vision as well that we've kind of created and morphed. What are your gifts in this life? I feel like in that sense, bringing community together, seeing the beauty in others, bringing people together. What are your gifts in this life? I feel like if you don't meditate already, I feel like most people here do. It would be like really beneficial for you, or like with astral travel, like it comes very naturally to you, to this energy. But I feel like with the Ten of Pentacles, it bringing people together, it's like, and it's in a very practical way as well, like tangible way. Maybe like a community-based project or a collective like activism, like a purpose, like it means like something very tangible, like even with helping with food, like with money, or helping people make their own money through doing what they love, through feeling worthy. You help people open their hearts. I feel like there's so many gifts with this energy. I'm hearing like untapped potential in that, maybe even others that you see. I feel like it's this energy, you see the vision of the world in a positive light, in love and peace, and you're like in this journey of like finding your space and purpose of how you bring this to life, of why you're here, how you can help, and enjoying yourself too. Feels like very chill and peaceful. Maybe it's something that you're really concerned about before, or have been, with world events happening. That you are making a change. And if you're someone that doesn't really see it, it's there. You have, you are. Mm, I'm gonna stop there. Hi guys. So we've got pile two. What are your gifts in this life? So I'm just got the picture up, the image on my phone. Just gonna do a little channeled section and I'll get into the tarot. So you got another drawing on Procreate. This is with more like a funky brush. more like traditional kind of vibe. So straight off the bat with that, it's like with saying traditional, I'm thinking of a culture that maybe you're connected to that has a lot of tradition, like cultural tradition, cultural norms. I'm thinking of India with the vibe of the character, Asian, can even be black, and brown, yeah, like with the darkest skin, even with like the connected eyebrows, big lips, yeah, the features, and curly hair, and like biblical times, but like in an accurate way where, you know, Jesus wasn't white, like Palestine, I'm thinking of Palestinian, Egyptian, thinking, feeling. I even think of Mary Magdalene with this vibe. May work with angels or feel really connected to angels or biblical times. You may actually resonate with being an earth angel. We've got a lot of the higher chakra as well, like with the purples, and we got the white as well. The third eye may be significant with like the focus on the eyebrows. Or may like wear jewelry around the third eye with India, I'm thinking. Or like big earrings or like hair jewelry, I'm thinking, seeing. I feel like an unbothered energy. Also kind of seeing like the hand coming up from the depths of the ocean. Could be like a guide to people that are suffering, that want help. Could feel really connected to water, or even the heavens, I'm hearing. A light in the dark, finding light in the dark, sink or swim. Halo, tunnel vision. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave that there. Just get into the tarot. What are the gifts you have in this life? Pile two. What are the gifts that you have? Pile two, spirit. What are the gifts that you have? Well, that's too many that come out. What are your gifts in this lifetime? 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 Well, a lot of extra card in this one. What are your gifts in this lifetime? Please clarify. What are your gifts in this lifetime? What are your gifts in this lifetime? What are your gifts in this lifetime? You'll follow your own intuition, not over what is deemed as logical. Your intuition is the strongest. Other people may question like how you do things, like how you make your moves, like how do you always strike at the right time or know where to go, know what to do. That's what it seems like. But it's because you're so connected to your own intuition, like your own gift of how you connect to your intuition. All of us have our own way of connecting to our intuition, and you're very connected to your own. It's really strong. And it feels like a big shield as well for you for going on the wrong path or diverting from the wrong path. We have it clarified, follow your passion. So it seems like if with a dream or what you want to create in your life, you know it's possible and you follow your own intuition there. You don't listen to the crowd. You don't listen to what everyone else is telling you, what you should do, what you can't do. You know it's possible and you you have the eyes closed, following their own heart and spreading their wings. Like the power of Reiki feels significant as well, of it all coming out of their hands. It feels a bit like fire I'm feeling as well. And your blocking just feels like a block for your heart. Like for others, like minding your own business, going after what is, feels really powerful as well. Like you're in this state and all the water is rising around you. It feels really connected with spirit. This magic in your hands. Can you even feel like sensations, like feelings, of like mediumship or your spirit guides or people that passed away maybe, but you may feel touch or people may feel your Reiki, like touch with clients and stuff I'm feeling. Yeah, something with your hands. And also the heart. With a superpower, it just feels like as a gift. That would be boundaries, like yeah, boundaries. Especially next, we've got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. And that is clarified by your heart needs some attention right now. Close your eyes, take it into your heart. Feel it all. They will give you all the wisdom you need. Your medicine is within you, and that's so, true with this card coming out. And you've got this one next to it. And then you've got this circle of people to clarify this one, right? And it's in reverse. It's like unbothered about what's going on with other people in the sense what they see within you, what they think you should do. But I also feel like another thing, a superpower, is someone that feels so deeply for the world. You feel connected to the collective, the suffering of others. Like you feel the empathy for other people, but also with how they're all different colours. There's like a strict line between them. It does feel like boundaries again. Although you may be able to feel what someone else is feeling, there's good like hygiene, spiritual hygiene, where it doesn't completely drown you in the water, where it's hard to emerge. You have like right in the bang in the middle, we have the star clarified by a blank card. You know, you're pouring the water out. It could be an Aquarius. We also have air here. Yeah, water, air, and earth. And it's like, feels like, you know, with the Aquarius, I'm kind of seeing pouring all your water, right, into the earth, into the world, like from the heavens. And Aquarius energy is a lot around the collective. I know it's a lot about innovation as well, but it feels, yeah, very in for the people, bringing people together like an activist kind of energy, very creative. And we also have like another card for like an activist where we have the, would be the King of Swords, but this one is like the Steward of Air. And we have that clarified by we are so proud of you. Pat yourself on the back because you truly are amazing. Everything you went through, and here you are with the biggest heart. So your heart again, the willingness to change, to trust, to learn, to surrender. We love you so much too. That's so cute. Yeah. You're an advocate for people, for the less fortunate. And like with the energy, like the image, even with like the hand coming up and rising, could be someone that's, you know, vibes of the being in the depths and then arising again, or working with these people as well to rise with you, helping others rise. And we've got this one lifting the spirits of others, right? Here we have judgment, and it's usually like the naked figures being awakened again in the middle of the ocean again, like the water, waking them up. And then you see like the synchronicity with the first image and this one with these little angels. The first image, you know, it's you with an angel lifting people up with like their hand coming out, and then you have these little angels being born. So you awaken people's divinity. You connect them deeper to their own spirit, to the compassion, to their higher self, to love. An angel on earth. We have judgment, and that is clarified by the Two of Wands. And it does say astral travels, lucid dreams, another world, sleep is for the weak. Yeah, you may really vibe with like this life being a dream, a sleeping state, and know that your true self is spirit. Feel connected to your purpose of why you're here, or your Akashic records, I'm hearing. May even connect with them in your dreams. You may have like really deep dreams where you wake up a different person because it reveals something hidden within you, and you analyze it, your dream, and it really benefits you in the day-to-day life. or others. You could help other people analyze their dreams or analyze their mindset with this. It just feels like walking into a cave with a torch, a light, like you help others go to the depths and awaken, like reincarnate. Feels like it's like I'm kind of hearing like with Yeshua when he awakens into the tomb, like the rebirth into joy. Yeah, I feel like with the bottom of the deck, you've got this energy, but in reverse, the Four of Cups. And it feels like it's like this energy of getting people out of this energy of not seeing the beauty in the world, of giving up on life with dissatisfied kind of vibe, like feeling that you're not enough or it's not going out well for you, or like life is boring. Why isn't it working for me? Is this not what I wanted? And you help redirect people. With it clarified, you've got push through in reverse, and it just feels like it's not with effort. And I say effort, but I mean like not with brute force. You know how people trying to change the world in the 3D manner without going down into the roots, into our dark, into our shadow, and avoiding all these mindset, all of the deeper, darker things. You know, it's more to it, and you help other people see it in themselves. You help people on a grand scale. You may do a lot of mm, like energy work, or maybe like in a how we're all in these areas in the world, and our energy is so radiant that it's in the grid, should I say? It's like we're all in the right place at the right time. I'm just seeing a magpie just outside my window, so someone might be connected to birds there. I feels like it's a confirmation for someone. Even lost my train of thought, but like your grid, they feel your energy that people do around you. Also, the work that you share online is a chain effect, rapid. What are your gifts in this life? A star seed, I'm hearing. A leader. You're here to bring something, to help others awaken, to heal, to see themselves truly. And we have like these two things of like, using your voice, with the megaphone here, and then we've got the trumpet. So your voice may be the most significant. It could be through writing, or it could be literally speaking up. And we have like this other kind of vessel, but it's pouring water. It could be like through poetry, for expression, creative expression. Maybe it's not completely related, but I'm just in the energy of someone that lives an unconventional life, an unconventional job, or desires an unconventional. Yeah, like with the Ten of Pentacles upright, I feel like this energy, like with it, this is in reverse, but with the energy upright, meaning in this example, of this reading, someone that wants to have a house, like the picket fence and kids, and this is more of an energy of like, nah, I want to do like maybe live with others, like communally, like communal kind of living, or someone that doesn't want to have kids or wants to adopt kids instead, wants to foster kids, or wants to raise them differently if you do want to have kids of your own, but in a more compassionate, collective way where it's a healthy impact on the world, where it helps your next generation in the sense where say you're living communally, you're affecting all these people you live with and the next generation that live with you, or like your own kids, or like you may be showing it online or sharing it in a way like a book, or speaking about your own unique way of living and creating a new way to live. It feels like a bit of a repeating message coming in, like with this king of air or like the steward of air. Just feels very disconnected from the voices of others, like people's projections on you. You stand up for what is true and right. I just feel like you're Miss Rachel's coming through, like the child entertainer recently, who's been talking about the war in Gaza. Well, not the war, the genocide, but someone that speaks up about these issues, doesn't stay quiet. You know, is like, I care about all kids in the world. Why is that controversial? And she speaks about it, and like China being cancelled when it's, why is this controversial? Why should this be controversial? Feels like someone that, yeah, really speaks up for their own values and their own integrity and doesn't give a shit. Excuse me, doesn't care about, just cares more about being themselves, staying true, and helping impact in the world rather than all the material things. Like, yeah, they're cool. Don't get me wrong. I feel there's just energy of like getting it the right way, manifesting it the right way by really aligning with their morals. But this is like such a beautiful reading. So I'm going to end it here and go to pile 3. Thank you. Hi, pile 3. So I've got the image here. Going to get straight into it. What are your gifts in this life? So we've got this image. I'm thinking like Amy Winehouse coming to mind. This vibe with the big hair. But it's like that song she sings about how she loves the British. How do I explain this? There's this type of girl she's called explains in her songs, like the British girls, like all getting dressed up. Like, and she says it a lot with admiration. All getting dolled up, going out. And it feels energy of like being misunderstood. Maybe someone that dresses really girly or really feminine. Dresses a lot of pink or really glam and gets heavily misinterpreted. Could do with a lot of people like hitting on them or saying stupid things because they think that you would vibe with that. It feels energy kind of like that. Energy I'm thinking of is people maybe making like horrible remarks like about a minority or something around you and thinking that you'll accept that too and being like, who, what? Because someone always gets their nails done. always saying what's on your mind. I feel like an energy as well of Gemini or Taurus, like we're heavy with the throat and the voice, you know, and as someone that's really expressive, their emotions in the face. When someone says something wrong that you don't like or you feel is out of line, not being afraid to express it and not holding back, like if any emotion, even like to cry or feel sad, you won't hide it from your face. It's very authentic and genuine. You could be happy someone that has a sun sign and a rising sign the same sign, I'm hearing. Also kind of get a Virgo energy as well, of like, you know, people that have really bad personal hygiene or do something uh quite gross, out of line, out of character. You'll call them out. You can't hide the gross, like grossed out kind of vibe. Or if you like, it also sees energy of looking at how a man, or doesn't have to be a man actually, just like any gender or any person, looking how their partner's treating them or they're being treated and looking in disgust and interrupting if you see a problem. Like, know that they shouldn't be treating you like that. That's not okay. Or anything in public, someone that would get involved. If you saw someone getting done, like something being wrong, you would step in. Like, if you have to, yeah. Like, girls, girl kind of vibe. Even like, I'm hearing like people person. And I'm kind of hearing, like, feeling this people that talk to everyone, like, really friendly vibe. Like, I'm just feeling like, you know, at the station or something, like, this group of women that are really like friendly and just really nice, even like bathrooms with girls. I'm kind of feeling that vibe. Like a little gossip room, like in the bathroom. Like if someone's going through it, someone's crying, like intervening. Someone that's always carrying pads or something on them, I'm hearing as well. Right, I'm just gonna get the tarot now. So, oh, that was quite a bit. What gifts does pile three have? What gifts does pile three have in this lifetime? What gifts does pile three have in this lifetime? Gifts does pile three have in this lifetime? What gifts does pile three have in this lifetime? What gifts does pile three have in this lifetime? Gifts does pile three have in this lifetime? Okay, that's fine. And please clarify with oracles. What gifts does pile three have? Okay, that was instant. So what gifts does pile three have? So off the bat, we've got the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Earth, and it's clarified it's time for something new. New idea, new project, new passion, time to shake up the way we work now. Don't feel bad for not feeling the old way anymore. It means a new way is on the horizon. So I feel like this is someone that's offering a new perspective or looks at things very differently from other people. where you would see the beauty, unique beauty in everything. You'd see how valuable things are, like how people take, mm, how we forget the value of things that seem small but are actually massive. Like, access to clean water, having a house, a bed. You see the value in things in life. Also, you offer this new perspective to people. When people express their ideas to you or their projects, you offer this great advice or this great perspective that they didn't see, and you offer these breakthroughs in the way that you share your perspective. So we have the visionary, not visionary, the steward of air, with where is your life, the energy exchanged unbalanced. Do you overgive in your relationships? Need to set better boundaries, or maybe call to offering, or volunteer for a cause or a friend in need. As a gift in this life, it feels like a very balanced energy. I'm feeling in the terms of you take initiative on your ideas, you explore, you you create all these amazing, or you dream big, but you also like work too. Like you don't just dream it up, you take the steps forward. You have a good balance in all areas of your life, or you adjust well to when friendships are more important right now, or work is more important, or because there's a quote on here: balance is a continuous dance, adjustment of energy. What adjustments do you need to make? It feels that mindset as well of like you're very open to adjustments. So with your time for something new, it just feels like you're very ready, like very open for new things, for a new perspective, for a new project, for new ideas. And I feel like in a way it's like helping people. You're open to, maybe I'm kind of feeling this energy of someone that invests in entrepreneurs, like people's ideas. Like you back people up financially, you support them, or you share people's work that you think have great potential. Mm. So we also have the Knight of Air, but it's also clarified by don't do shit. So I don't know if you could have that, but there was a lot of noise. A motorcycle literally just went past as I showed you this. And they're all saying hello. It's funny because it's like a fast-paced like card, and then you've got, don't do anything. So with it again, it coming up with balance, like rest and play, like work and partying, know when to strike when the iron is hot. There's two energies where maybe you're someone like, I feel Taurus energy here in this dynamic with like, at home being in pajamas, cozy clothes, like no makeup and like really gross, I guess, or like just, you know, chilling out. And then when you're going out, going all out, where it's like a completely different person, like 0 from 100, like re-energizing, being in flow, especially with like the temperance next, but very connected, like with your own energy, your own cycles. And it's clarified by I am the light of God. And I feel with that energy, it's like even if you're not dressed up to the nines, like you've you're this you're the there's a lot of swear words. You're great, you're like amazing, you're hot, you're it, you're the it girl, right? And you're connecting with it every day, all the time, regardless of how you look, how you're feeling, what you're doing, where you are in life. And I kind of feel it's the energy of someone at the start of the project and not getting frightened by the unknown of it, letting it unravel, regardless if it works out or not, and you're the best and that there's a lesson in that you can take away from it. And it comes at the right time, the right place, that you're divinely guided. And if something is not meant to work out, it's working out behind the scenes and you don't know yet, but you're connected and you're listening. And you take action on these ideas that you get from spirit. You advocate for spirit. You see the spirit of things, like the spiritual energy, the spiritual potential of projects, or things that you have, of potential that you have in yourself, in others, in ideas, in the future, in the present moment. It feels very present, where you see it as it is, but also what it truly is, in a way, from spirit's point of view. And you see the potential with it in the future, but you're seeing it as now, as in the sense you're taking these steps, or you reveal these steps to people. And the reverse at the end, bottom of the deck, we've got I think it's the Eight of Cups. Yeah, in reverse. Clarified by the Magician. Just feels like this energy of bringing things back to life, or things that people don't see, or see the worst in things. How would I say it? Like you may see the value in these really, like you might even be someone that refurbish things or like uses recycled materials and brings them back to life. Yeah, it feels this energy of what was once really heavy or dense, and like rebuilding it, seeing it's different, like showing more value from it. So someone that could be like selling old things, like antiques as well, or has an eye for it. Even could be like old clothes, like you could be like seeing clothes in like a store and seeing the beauty in it, and like other people might not see it, and then you wear it and you're matching it with these crazy things and it looks amazing because of your vision that you have. Like someone else would be like, well, how the hell did you even do that and make that look good? But you're making it look good because of your energy and your vision. You're connected and you're not bothered about, yeah, you're just following your intuition and your vision. You're not following the rules of like, oh, that's, I shouldn't use that because everyone else is saying it's bad. You put yourself out of the box. You're out of the box already, but it feels more natural, not force. You may like do like fun experiments where you limit your resources, where you're like, I have to pick up a random item with my eyes closed. I've seen these TikToks, and you've got to challenge yourself to make an outfit, and you do it very creatively, like thinking really outside the box. What are your gifts in this life? File free. Mm. You could be someone as well with you've got the King of Swords and the Knight. Someone that talks very fast, or like if you're someone that has quick-witted, quick responses. So if you're someone that's a lawyer or in a more where you have to deal with like spontaneity, it feels like, you know, cluster complaints or something, you always deal with it really rapidly, and especially with the temperance here. Like you have this really great energy of bringing people onto your side or knowing what to say at the right time. Like you remain calm and poised, and naturally, you know, you've got the solution or it'll arrive to you. But like if you're a comedian, it just feels very like on the spot, like improvised. I'm kind of feeling this energy of improvisation. Like you don't plan your speeches, that you have a knack for just improvising, like in the moment energy. And it feels really connected, like emotionally connected, even though it may feel like you're not putting anything, but it's so authentic, so channeled through you that it moves people because it's so powerful when you speak with authenticity, like in the authentic way to you, of how you process, how your gifts. And as well, like it's time for something new. And yeah, I'm just thinking of like how you offer people this different perspective from meeting you, talking to you, conversing with you. You know, you bring people out of this energy of, you know, walking away, like of not seeing it as doomy and gloomy. You help people see the opportunity in it to manifest the dream of your life. Like you're like, oh, you know, that horrible breakup. What if that's actually the best thing that's ever happened to you? And you bring people up from it to seeing it, you know, not as this like depressing moment of, you know, to leave behind that you feel unable to leave behind, and seeing it as like a potential for like the best life ever, like as your stepping stone, you know, to bring in to being in the best. I think I'm gonna leave that here. Thank you, Paul, for